last night. How important and critical is that to you guys' success?
I mean, all of our guys' ability to stretch the floor is really important to our success. And he's a big part of that because he's being guarded by bigger guys a lot. So, you know, a lot of the league is late switching those guys, where they'll send the guard off the screen and the guard will peel back switch. You know, as long as you're making that, you kind of force teams to do that, and then you can become more of a threat at the rim. So it's, you know, I think it opens up a lot when your bigs can shoot. You know, San Antonio's got that obviously with Aldridge, and you know, a lot of teams around the league have that. We saw last night. Go down the list.
Getting those kind of opportunities, is that really indicative that the offense is working the way it needs to?
What was that?
Al's getting those kind of looks.
Yeah, the spacing's helpful.
How it's working.
Yeah, and it means the other guys are in the right spots. But Kyrie's going to draw a lot of attention, and so you know, a lot of times he just has to make the right read. He's been very good about doing that, and it's on all the rest of us to convert.
Brad, Kyrie talked last night about taking what the defense gives you, as opposed to forcing threes.
Making the right read.
Yeah, twos. How important is that? How do you stress that in terms of, because you guys want to take a lot of threes?
No, we want to take a lot of great shots. So there are different kinds of great shots. Obviously, first and foremost, we want dunks and layups. And if that means that the defense is not giving up the immediate dunk or layup, right, you need to probe for that. And oftentimes, you're left with hopefully a kick out or extra pass three. And then sometimes you're left with a really tough mid-range two. And there's times where those are great shots because it's the shot that's left. And so I think at the end of the day, you know, we're just on a probe for great shots. It has nothing to do with, we don't go into a game and say we want to take this number of threes, this number of long twos. We just want to take the right shot at the right time on the clock.
Coach, how would you?
Having the kind of offense consistently.
After watching the Spurs on film, I don't know that we're close to that. But, you know, our offense is a lot better than it was 2 months ago. But, you know, I think that we can still get a lot better.
Coach, how would you describe Kyrie's mental approach to the game in terms of tactician and being out there on the floor, discovering how the defense is playing them and then making the adjustments and what he sees?
Well, I mean, what year is this for him? His 8th year? He's seen every kind of defense. And so then it's a matter of, you know, adjusting on the fly, making sure everybody else adjusts around him. I think it's as much of a transition when you've got point guards that are going to be trapped as much as he is for everybody else as it is for the guard. And I think that, you know, our group has had a lot of that over the last few years with Isaiah and Kyrie. And so we've gotten better at it, but, you know, teams mix it up during the game, and then it's about reading it on the fly. And that's where I think the more years you've been in the league, like Kyrie has, it's probably easier to read as it happens, you know, more randomly.
Do you sense he enjoys that aspect of it, the mental aspect?
I think all of our players do. I think that's part of what makes these guys the best in the world, is that they all dig into the thought behind why somebody's guarding you the way they are and what's available as a result of that.
Jason talked the other day about impacting the game when he's not scoring. Have you seen improvements from him in that area this year?
I thought yesterday he had 2 or 3 defensive plays that were outstanding. He dug on the post and stole one early in the game. He kind of what we would call a fly switch and stole one from Gasol when they tried to post him later. He was in the right spot a lot. When he's long and active, you know, obviously he covers so much ground. It allows us to do a lot of different things as a team, and I thought he was really good last night in a lot of cases on defense.
Brad, Marcus, 2 plays. One, you just snatched the ball from Gasol in the key, and the other, he got you another possession by throwing the ball out of bounds. I think it was off Selden or Conley. I mean, it just seems like he's making those plays just every game now. I mean,
yeah, I mean, he makes a lot of winning plays. That's what he does. That's his. Everybody's got a strength and makes them special and makes them an NBA, a person that can impact winning in the NBA. And he does a lot of things that do that, but his intangible plays are at a different level. You know, being able to come come up with a loose ball, being able to come up with a rebound in traffic. He just has a knack for those things, and I think he has the motor for those things.
Coach has done in the right tone. How needed is players taking ownership, solving their own issues. Like Kyrie's spoken up a little bit lately. No other guys have as well.
Well, I think we're all going to be better the more accountable we are as in anything we do. But also in a team sport, you're dependent on everyone else too. And so I think there's an individual accountability that's needed, a collective accountability that's needed. And hopefully recent growth would suggest that we're in a good place with that. But I think those things are required every day.
With Morris and Kyrie together, what have you seen from those two guys? Just their chemistry and the way they work out there.
Well, Morris played well with everybody, and Kyrie's played well with everybody. So I think that their chemistry with anybody's good. But obviously, I thought Kyrie early in the game found Morris a couple times. Morris makes huge shots for us and has all year, and I think our whole team's alert to that. As Kyrie's getting doubled more, and teams have to decide what they're going to do with their a 4-1 pick and roll, or an action that involves those two. I think obviously the minute they overcommit to him, he's looking for Marcus.
Do you feel like Morris has been playing to an all-star level this year?
He's been great. Yeah, I don't know. I never get into the all-star stuff as far as number of people, because I don't know exactly, who we'd be competing against. But he is playing at an all-star level from our standpoint for sure, and he's been great. And what's the best part about it is he's just doing what he does. Like it's not anything more than a guy to me that's a really good player, that's very comfortable in his role and very comfortable in who he is.
You mentioned the Spurs earlier in their offense. How are they getting this done when their two best players are primarily mid-range guys?
They're studs. Ridiculous. Aldridge is 38 last night. DeRozan has averaged 60 against the Celtics for the last 4 years. So it doesn't matter where they shoot from. They're just studs. I mean, they're great players, and them along with Rudy Gay give them a matchup advantage in a lot of games, in a lot of cases that they can go to or try to exploit. And then when their second unit comes in, it's the most fun basketball in the world to watch. It's a heck of a team as usual. He sets the bar high for the rest of us.
How have you seen DeMar's game change a little bit under Popovich's?
Yeah, I mean, DeMar's been great prior to, but you just have a comfort level. You can see some of the things that they've done for their great players over the past that they've put DeMar in, and you can see some of the things that he's done in Toronto that they've incorporated into what they do. And that's what, that's again why Pop is the best.
Thanks,